Hey everyone, it's Simone Watson, and this is my day 11? No, 18, I think. It's Wednesday, right? It's my day 18 update for the reading quest. So, early this morning, I was staying up all late and stuff, and I finished this lovely book, The Boy in the Black Suit by Jason Reynolds. I don't think I'll do, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do a full video review on it simply because my thoughts on this book are pretty straightforward. I love the narrative voice. I love the main character. I think the book is hilarious. I think it's got a lot of heart. I love the just like emotional aspects. It's this book. There's so much to love about this book. I am debating whether to give it 4 or 5 stars because there is something I don't like, and it's that I feel like there are a lot of unanswered questions at the end of the book. However, I can kind of sort of see why the author did that. I think that the style of it is supposed to be sort of like here's a period of time in life, but then like life goes on after that. And so I think maybe he didn't want to end things in a way that was too ending y, like too, he didn't want to tie it up in a bow, if that makes sense, especially because um, the central conflict in this book is about a boy who is grieving his mother. His mother has died like within a couple of weeks before the book starts, and so that's not something that can really end in like a book exactly. It can't end, but you can definitely see a change in it from the beginning to the end. Um, so yes, but I still felt pretty disappointed that there were some unanswered questions. So I'm debating 4 or 5 stars. But if you were to ask me, do I recommend this book? I would say absolutely yes. I do recommend this book, and I do think that Jason Reynolds is an author whose work I want to read all of, if possible, because I just love the writing style and the. Dang it, this is getting really long and like a gush, and like I should just do a full review. But the point is, yes, I do want to read more Jason Reynolds. I do recommend this book, and I do recommend Jason Reynolds as an author, especially if you want a book that gives you some type of like insight into like African American culture. I think that this book does that very well. And so yeah. So I am still reading this, Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom by William and Ellen Craft. I didn't get a lot of it read last night or yesterday, but I probably will get a lot of it read today. I might even finish it completely, and then I would be done with the road quest, and that would be awesome. Still reading Strange the Dreamer for my grind side quest of a book over 500 pages. Um, it's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I like there's a main character, Laszlo Strange, and there's this guy, Thion Nero, who's a scholar and is like he's just like that like person that like I feel like we all know who you were in class with in high school or something, and like who always had to like make a big deal out of everything, or people that do musical theater and every time they're getting ready to sing they're like like that's Thion Nero. And like I just really like him I kind of love to hate him as a character because he just insists on like stealing Laszlo's thunder whenever possible and then being like, thanks Laszlo, wow, I'm so glad that you helped me get the whatever that's whatever. And it's just like, so I love that. I love seeing the kind of enmity between those two characters, and I want to see how it's going to play out for the rest of the book. And finally, last night, after ending The Boy in the Black Suit, I started a new book for 2 reasons. One, because the 3 book at a time thing kind of did seem to be working for me, even though I do tend to like put one of them aside for a while or something. I don't know. But I mean, the 3 book at a time thing was kind of working. And I just felt really like I wanted to read this one, Everyone Brave is Forgiven, which was either going to be my striking topography book or my book set in the past. And so, because the book set in the past is a side quest, this is currently planned to be my book set in the past because I've started it so early. However, it's not. I don't want to say this. I'm on page like 14 or something, so it's kind of early to tell. But I have some concerns about the way that this book treats race and specifically black people. Because there's a part that I have read where the main character, Mary, is like talking to this boy who's black, and it keeps referring to him as the colored boy or the Negro without really saying his name until like the end of the conversation. Finally, we know his name is Zachary, which is like okay. Also, another character refers to him as the N word, and I'm not 100% opposed to the N word appearing in books. The N word was in Uncle Tom's Cabin. The N word was in Queen. The N word may be in this book, okay? I'm not opposed to the N word appearing in a book. However, I feel like, this is my feeling, I feel like as an author, you have to understand when you put the N word in your book is going to be held up to scrutiny as to whether it treats that topic, or the topic of racism, with the amount of weight that it actually has in history. And whether your book, like, whether you put it there for a, like, narrative purpose, or if you just kind of put it there for shock value, you know? And, and even if this author has put the N word in the book, but is also like, you know, the book handles it with the proper amount of gravity, I still could just choose not to read it just because of discomfort. Like, I'm trying to like remind myself that like it's okay to just say, hey, I'm really just not feeling comfortable in this situation, so I can just remove myself from it. Right? So I mean, I don't know. So yeah, I just don't know. But yeah, that was just something that kind of came out of nowhere. I just wasn't expecting it. And then the main character talks about how she'd never seen a black person until this kid, and she thought that like his tongue was gonna be blue or something. And it's see how this is like awkward, because it's like it just seems like she's talking about like an exotic animal instead of like a human. Um However, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen in the rest of the book. Maybe this character is supposed to be super naive and then kind of learns more outside of her preconceived notions. I don't know. So I'm not just trying to like just be grr, you know. So I think I will read a little further to see how it goes. But if I get too uncomfortable, I am going to have to not finish this book. So that's just, yeah, that's just me being honest, you know. So yeah, if you have read Everyone Brave is Forgiven and you have any insights on it, on like how the rest of the book goes, or is there more kind of content like that, especially if you've read it and you know, are black, you know, did you feel uncomfortable or whatever? Just, I don't know, I would love for anyone to just let me know how you feel about it or what you think, etc. Also, I probably should note that this takes place in England, and I don't know, I have an idea of the like the connotations of the N word here. I don't exactly know if like how the connotations of it were in England at that time. I'm pretty sure it was still bad. No, I'm pretty sure there's no, yeah, there, no, I was trying to make a little allowance. I don't think that you can't really you know what I'm saying? You can't really, yeah, yeah. Anyway, the point is, if it's something that is I'm uncomfortable with, I'm gonna have to stop. So, oh, my stats, my numbers, right? I am now on level 2, or was I already on level 2? I think I was already on level 2. So, yeah, I'm still on level 2 in the reading quest. I have, I think, 80 experience points and 138 or 139, something like that, health points. And I will put that in the description. If it's wrong, I will correct it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I didn't kind of like misspeak or misrepresent anything when talking about this. It just feels weird because it's such a controversial topic. I don't want to accidentally like accuse the book of something other than what was intent. You know, I don't know. I feel the need to put disclaimers on there. I'm not trying to do any. I'm not trying to drag anybody or whatever. Anyway, Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am wearing one of my University of Houston t-shirts because I really just want to show some solidarity with people that are in the Houston area or anywhere affected by Hurricane Harvey. Just if you were there, just know you are in my thoughts and prayers. So again, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.